Howdy, boys and girls. Uncle Willie. Got a beautiful North Carolina day shaping up. Why do I do the weather? Well, we started out as a joke because my buddy Grady pointed out that I did it a lot. So I started doing it in all my videos, and now that Grady's passed away, I'm going to do it in his honor. So, here we go. Yesterday, we went up to Marion to work at the supply warehouse for hurricane relief supplies. We had to close it down because we lost the building, not because North Carolina is back to being fixed. By a long shot, we're not. I'll be working with a different relief group as I am able. But on the way home, the truck went from normal to nuclear in about 6.5 seconds. So Stephanie was following me in the Suburban. I sent her on to get a new fan clutch and the tool, this piece of hot garbage right here, to replace it with. If you've never used one of these, what you do is you see the bolts down there on the water pump. You slide this tool over the bolts and it locks over all 4 of them. And then you use this giant wrench and a hammer to knock the fan loose. Problem was, this didn't fit. None of these fit. So I got out my redneck manual and looked up. You've rented a tool that doesn't work and you're stranded on the side of the interstate. What do you do now? And it said modify the tool. Under how to modify a tool, it said however you can figure it out. Well, on the side of the interstate, obviously I didn't have all my tools. And I know somebody's going to say, well, that's the wrong tool for the job. I've got one that'll knock that fan off and shine your shoes and wash your truck in 2.8 seconds. Well, good. The next time I'm stuck on the side of the interstate, I'll call you and you can bring it. This is what we had to work with. So, didn't have a grinder. I had grinder wheels because my buddy Jim gave me a box of grinder wheels. I didn't have a grinder. I didn't have a file. So what do? I took a bolt out of my strap winder, some spare washers that we had in the toolbox, one of the grinder wheels, and my drill. And you're going to say, you put it on backwards. No, I didn't. I'm smart like a skunk. If I've got it on this way, and I'm using it, I can see what I'm doing without having to have somebody else involved in holding the drill and moving it and yelling at them. But I had to modify this. I had to open that jaw up just a little bit. I don't know how much. Enough to work. But if you design this tool, I hope your cat pukes on your pillow every night. That's just... If you designed this stupid fan, I don't know what was wrong with the 4 bolts that held them on for years. I hope your cat vomits in your shoes every morning, too. So, that's what we've got today. Finally got it back together. Shout out to my buddy Jacob for seeing me on the side of the road and stopping to see if I needed help. I'd already sent Stephanie off to get me parts at that point. But, thanks for stopping, buddy. It's nice to have friends. So, we're going back up to Marion to finish cleaning out the warehouse. Wilbur is back on the road. My redneck grinder worked perfect. We're going to check the fluids in this big boy and then get out of here. It's Uncle Willie, and y'all have a good weekend.